a kind of a quick go over the rules, how this is going to look. So when we get rolling with this, what will happen is I start out by asking a toss-up question, and that's a question that's fair game for anybody, any of the people out there to answer. If you know the answer, you buzz in, and if you're the first person to buzz in, you are the person that answers that question. So it's not something where somebody else on your team gets to answer. You don't get to visit about it. You don't get to ask your teammates. It's solely up to you. Now, if you get the question wrong, then the question then is open for the other team to buzz in, and they have a chance to do that. You have up to 3 seconds to buzz in. And somebody do me a favor, buzz in. Don't wait, don't buzz. Go ahead and reset it. I'm sorry. Ms. Dowd, hit the. So when you hear that, the question's dead. It's been 3 seconds. Ms. Dowd's timing that. Now, if you answer a question, if you do what they call interrupt the question. So if I'm still in the process of reading it, you buzz in, that's okay, so long as you get the question right. If you answer it correctly, no big deal, but if you answer it incorrectly, then 5 points get deducted from your score. So answering a toss-up question will give you 10 points correct. If you don't answer it correctly, nothing happens unless you interrupt the question, and then 5 points are taken off. If you buzz in to a toss-up and you answer it correctly, and then what happens next is I ask your team a bonus question. And the person who answers the bonus question will be the team captain, just the team captain. And
But you can,
yeah,
they can converse.
you can confer, you can visit with each other on the bonus question, but the team captain is the one who answers me. And the thing that'll happen is you'll get excited and somebody will be trying to answer me, and I will just be standing there looking at the team captain waiting to hear what they say, because that's what will be the final answer. That kind of sort of makes sense? All right. So we go in 2 halves, they're 9 minutes each. After the first half, what I do is just kind of a couple-minute halftime, and then we jump into the second half. Generally, the questions go quick enough that we usually don't go full 18 minutes. Usually we run out of questions before the time runs out. That makes sense. What about this? This is kind of the
Do you
essentials.
tell them their time limit after they buzz in, they get 2 seconds?
Oh yeah, that's right. When you buzz in, you've got 2 seconds to respond. Ms. Tor is timing that. And when I ask you a bonus question, you have up to 5 seconds to respond. She's also timing that. And she will, when its time is up, if you haven't answered, she will.
I'll say.
Okay.
As long as it's standard.
I'll say time.
All right, whatever.
No, I like that better.
Now, the thing that you're going to have to get used to and you're going to have to resist is, like, somebody's going to answer a question right, or maybe somebody's struggling and you want to be like, come on, you got this, or yeah, good job. That doesn't happen while we're asking questions. We want to stay quiet. We're not yelling stuff from the audience. None of that kind of stuff. When we hit halftime and when we hit the end of the round, scream and holler and for your folks. But while we're rolling, we want to keep it quiet. Make sense? Any questions?
Did you hear that, Maurice? Yes. Anybody else want to test their buzzer?
Here's your last chance to test your buzzer if you want.
This is not working.
Well, it's working, it's blinking.
Ah, okay.
Go, try it again.
Okay, I think we're good.
We're ready.
All right, y'all ready?
I guess.
All right. Now, one last thing. One thing to keep in mind is the goal here is to have fun. Because when this is all said and done, this is just a game. And if we're not having fun playing a game, then what was the point?
In the last,
all orchestrated by you.
in the last 15 minutes of class.
We don't.
Bro, I have to win my senior year.
All right.
We're gonna win. Like, there's no way they can.
Oh, Miss V.
Y'all ready? All right, everybody ready? According to Feynman, what is the ultimate basis of interaction between atoms?
Electromagnetic forces.
That's incorrect. The answer is electrical. Who is the speaker of the poem The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock?
T.S. Eliot.
That's incorrect. J. Alfred Prufrock. Who invented the color wheel?
Isaac Newton.
That's correct. This 1820 legislation solidified sectional tensions by creating the 3630 boundary for slavery.
Missouri Compromise.
Missouri Compromise.
That's correct. Let's see, come on forward. What is 93 plus 17?
110.
That's correct. Which color scheme uses 3 colors evenly spaced around the color wheel?
Triadic.
That's correct. In what year were the first classes held in New Braunfels?
1845.
That's correct. Which is a stronger force, electrical or gravitational forces?
Electrical.
Electrical.
That's correct. What can be measured by using events that happen over and over again in a regular periodic
Repetition.
That's incorrect. Periodic fashion. Time. This founding father was the head of the Boston chapter of the Sons of Liberty.
Samuel Adams.
That's correct. What is the smallest prime number?
1. 1.
I don't.
No, 2. Sorry.
It's 2.
2.
That's incorrect. I have to go with the first answer.
Yeah.
It is 2. Eight. These colors are considered calming and relaxing.
Cool colors.
That's correct. In The Road Not Taken, what has made all the difference according to the speaker?
Time maybe.
Yes. Taking the taking.
Time was that? Taking the road less traveled.
I never read it. They missed it, right?
They missed it. What is 7,001 minus 1,007? $5,994. Name one reactant of photosynthesis.
Water.
That's correct. I would have also taken carbon dioxide.
Oh my gosh.
85, bro.
This policy of Theodore Roosevelt argued that a powerful navy would ensure the global dominance of the U.S.
Gunboat diplomacy.
Gunboat diplomacy.
That's incorrect. Big stick.
Big stick.
What the?
I have a clarifying question. Do they have to complete their answer before the time?
No, just
They
start.
have to.
All right. 11, right? During the War of 1812, Andrew Jackson earned this nickname.
Old Hickory.
That's correct. In the NBHS alma mater, The blue and white shall live forevermore for what?
For truth and rights.
That's correct.
Wait.
That was their bonus
When they're
question.
on a bonus question, it doesn't let you.
When we get it right.
In The Road Not Taken, how many roads diverge in the Yellow Wood?
2.
That's correct.
Okay,
What year was the Starry Night painted?
Time.
1803.
It was 1880.
it's okay, you know a lot.
Let's see here, 13. Light reflected off of an object gives us which
Color.
color's correct. Let's see here. Ooh. Given the Fibonacci sequence 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, what is the next term?
13.
Oh.
13.
I'm not the captain.
13's correct.
I'm not the captain.
This era refers to the period of reuniting the North and South after the Civil War.
Reconstruction?
That's correct. What type of energy is another form of electrical energy because it can be represented as wigglings in the electromagnetic field?
Magnets, maybe?
Magnets.
Radiant. Radiant. In Match, how does the speaker describe their relationship to basketball?
Sincere?
That's incorrect. As a form of escape. What is 20% of 90?
18.
That's correct. Some historians argue this 1770 event marks the beginning of the Revolutionary War.
Is that the Boston Tea Party?
The Boston Tea Party.
Time.
That is incorrect. Boston Massacre.
Oh, it was Boston.
It's always Boston.
Let's see, 17, right? This isotope is used to date the age of biological.
Carbon 14.
That's correct. What is a baby plant leaf called?
Sapling?
Sapling.
That is incorrect. Cotyledon.
Jellyfish.
What is 1/2 times 1/3?
1/6.
That's correct. In The Raven, what month is it when the raven appears?
December.
December.
That's correct.
Week 1, so.
This 1898 event is considered the turning point where America establishes itself as a world power.
Spanish-American War?
That's correct. Where is the mathematician Fibonacci from?
Italy?
Italy.
That's correct. Oh, where are we at? 20? Claude Monet was a notable artist of which art?
Impressionism.
That's correct. Derived from the luggage they used to move south, this was a derogatory name for Northerners.
What?
Carpetbaggers.
Carpetbaggers.
Carpetbaggers, correct. All right, that's the end of the first half. So we'll do a
This guy's not gonna work now.
2-minute break.
So why?
Okay, when you get one right, they get
All right, everybody ready? Here we go. In I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud, What is the speaker compared to in the first line?
A cloud.
That's correct. All right, here's your bonus. Porphyria is often mistakenly attributed to inspiring this myth. Time's up. Vampire.
Oh,
Vampire.
okay.
That was my next answer.
What is 243 divided by 3?
81.
That's correct.
Way too long.
Is 279 prime? If not, give at least one factor.
No, 3 is a factor.
That's correct. Excitation of this element in the upper atmosphere causes the red color in auroras.
Nox.
That's incorrect.
Nitrogen?
That is incorrect. That would be oxygen.
That was my next guess.
Who painted the Mona Lisa?
Da Vinci.
That's correct.
Leonardo.
The Mona Lisa resides in which museum?
The Louvre.
The Louvre.
That's
It
correct.
was the Louvre.
All right, that's it. That was the last toss-up. That's the end of the round.
Guys are great. Guys are great.
We got 10 points.
You're going up against Maurice Blair. There's so many guys who win.
I didn't know you actually read the stuff.
I did it. But the course of I thought you were making a joke, Anne.
Well, listen up. Listen up. All right, final score, the juniors, 20. And the seniors, 455. All right, so next,
Now we have to go.
next we need the freshmen and the sophomores. So freshmen on the left, sophomores on the right. Freshmen on the left, sophomores on the right.
Do we? I don't know. They might tell us something.
What we need is we need the seniors and the sophomores. So sophomores, y'all could just stay right where you're at. Seniors will put you over here.
Dang it. So we're not getting any points. Can we just no, because we
If y'all could do me a favor and shift down to where I've got team captain on this end.
Okay, that's alright. We automatically win second. Do we have to fight for second and third?
The third seat.
Yes.
Oh, dang it, we don't automatically win second. Don't get him up! Don't put him up! These medals are like intimidating me. They're just like flexing.
All right, so y'all.
Oh god.
Trying to go.
Wait, let's be musical. Let's be musical.
We're trying to be
That's really okay. Okay.
I'll mess up the, I have to reset it.
We're gonna win.
You know what I'm saying?
And then the winner of that round will go against the loser.
Okay. Do y'all understand the bonus question?
Yeah.
If I get one right.
You get a bonus questions where we can discuss, right?
Technically, we're better off because we're closer to
Is this a 3v4?
the speaker. They're pretty sounding.
On either box.
Should one of us go sit back down?
If either one of them, that means I'll be four.
No, they know everything. That's my sister.
Yes.
She's a literal.
And usually I'll be like,
The one to paint, she knows everything.
like this is bonus.
Really?
The one to paint.
Oh,
that's your sister?
How rigid would you say her brain is?
factual at all.
Very rigid. Well,
All right.
Ridge.
Y'all ready?
really yes.
Here we go. Colors opposite of each other on a,
Complimentary.
that's correct.
Oh, we're so good.
This prolific congressman earned the nickname the Great Compromiser for his role in the Missouri Compromise.
Time.
Oh, time's up. That would be Henry Clay. This British monarch took,
George III.
that's correct.
This is British monarch. That's what you're gonna base yourself off of. Okay.
Only British monarch.
That was, okay.
There's only so many to choose from.
In The Road Not Taken, what does the speaker say about returning to take another path someday?
He won't do it.
Time.
It's their bonus. All right, time. He doubts that he'll ever come back.
Should have just told the answer.
What is 68 plus 52?
120.
That's correct.
Why am I taking so long today? Yeah.
Feynman describes trying to figure out the rules of a game as being similar to understanding the way the world works. What does he call those rules for the world?
Laws, maybe? Laws?
Laws.
That's incorrect. Fundamental physics.
Oh, it's Feynman.
In the love song of J. Alfred Prufrock, what food item does Prufrock repeatedly mention measuring his life with?
Apples.
That's incorrect. Coffee spoons.
Fruit? That's a food? Okay.
I didn't say food, I said food item.
Oh.
Feynman describes a method developed a few hundred years ago to find partial answers to questions. What is this method called?
Logic?
That's incorrect.
Should have thought faster. I was saying such a-
The scientific method?
That's correct.
Let's go. Oh,
How many primes are there between 90 and 100?
Time.
1. It's 97. What is 8,002 minus 1,006?
6,998.
That is incorrect.
6,994.
That is incorrect. 6,996. His win at this battle elevated Andrew Jackson to national prominence.
Battle of New Orleans.
That's correct. In The Raven, what is the name of the lost love the narrator mourns?
Laura.
Lorem?
Time.
It's Lenore.
Lenore.
In Still I Rise, what is the repeated phrase that forms...
Still I Rise?
That's correct.
I remember in 8th grade.
How many years did it take to paint the Sistine Chapel?
15.
15.
That's incorrect. 4 years.
That was a busy man.
Didn't procrastinate.
In art, this is the relative size of different parts within an object.
Perspective?
That is incorrect. Proportion.
Close enough.
The NBHS fight song was created by substituting the words...
Sorry. I don't have an answer. Even your type.
On Wisconsin?
That's correct.
I'm sorry. I haven't answered a single question. Okay,
If the speeds before and after an elastic collision are equal, what is a that is a conservation of what?
Energy.
What type?
Kinetic energy.
Kinetic energy.
That's correct.
Oh.
Mr. Bowden, we call time for seniors.
Okay.
Wait, can we
Somebody time
talk?
30 seconds for me?
Oh, got it. So, I don't know what to do. I'm sorry. I can know what.
Best coach right there.
Do you need to?
Can I hit it?
We get it.
Okay.
We were just giving the new person a shot.
Okay, okay. Sorry.
What is 30% of 30?
9.
That's correct. What is the smallest prime that is also a happy number?
7.
That's correct. What is the general name for energy which has to do with location relative to something else?
Potential energy.
That's correct. How does the Fibonacci sequence work?
The two numbers prior are added together to make the next term.
That's correct. In Match, what emotion is conveyed most strongly throughout the poem?
Nostalgia, happiness.
That is incorrect.
Disappointment?
That is incorrect. Passion or intensity. What is 2/5 times 5/2?
1.
That's correct.
Why was I taking? Oh my god.
10, right? Georges Braque is an artist known for which Western art movement?
Cubism.
Cubism?
That's correct.
Good guess.
That was a guess. That was a good guess. That was a good guess.
In Acquainted with the Night, what time of day is the setting for this poem?
Nighttime.
That's correct.
It's some literature.
This was the U.S. post-war policy that offered millions of dollars in
Marshall
aid
Doctrine.
to European countries
Marshall
struggling to
Plan.
rebuild their infrastructure.
Marshall Plan.
Yeah.
That's correct. This term refers to the series of laws passed by southern state governments to avoid...
Black codes.
That's correct. What whole number is cubed to create 729?
9.
That's correct. Chlorophyll A and B reflect what color of light?
Green.
That's correct.
Save some for the rest of us. Jeez.
In the lottery, who conducts the lottery in the village?
Mr. Summers.
That's correct. What is 729 divided by 9?
81.
That's correct.
There we go. There's my speed. Okay.
Speed. I need speed.
14. Is 343 prime? If not, give at least one of its factors.
No, 7 is a factor.
That's correct. What art movement dealt with dimensional planes of everyday objects broken down into different geometric segments and put back together in a way that presented the object from multiple sides simultaneously?
Cubism?
That's correct. This amendment extends the right to vote to all men.
14.
14.
That is incorrect. 15.
Oh my lord.
Oh wait, that's the protection one.
Yes.
That's the protection one.
Uh-oh. Huey's not happy.
A 10-year anniversary is
10.
That's correct.
It's the article. It's
What was the
article.
question?
10-year anniversary.
It's celebrated with gifts made of this material.
Oh,
10.
like New Girl.
I've never heard of
A cylinder and box are examples of what element of art?
Shape.
Shape.
Form.
Form.
Oh.
Oh, you said shape first, that's
Yeah.
incorrect.
It's okay, Kristen.
Look at me. When it's you look at me.
No shapes.
In 1898, sensationalist newspapers accused this country of attacking the USS Maine.
Mexico.
That's
Oh my-
incorrect.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was me. That was me. I'm sorry.
In Havana Harbor.
Blame the main on Spain.
That would be Spain.
I'm not going to hear the end of this.
In I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud, what flowers does the speaker?
Daffodils.
That's correct. Plant cell walls are made of this compound.
Collagen. No, wait.
Collagen.
Cellulose.
I only ever wrote
Baby bio.
Ava stated it.
Who painted Girl with a Pearl Earring?
Johannes Vermeer.
That's correct. Give an evil number.
23.
Sounds pretty evil to me.
That's incorrect.
What? No, it is.
Is it?
Yes. It's evil and happy. It's my favorite number.
Oh, okay. No, that's correct. All right, time's up for the first half. You got 2 minutes.
We just like it.
I'll set it up for the next round.
Oh,
I don't know.
All right, so the halftime is up.
I knew it.
The score at this point, the sophomores 15, the seniors 430.
Come back.
All right, we are definitely going to run out of questions before the 9-minute half. So just so you know. All right, y'all ready? Excitation of this element causes the blues and purples in the auroras.
Nitrogen.
That's correct. This future president first arose to national prominence as a volunteer soldier in the Spanish-American War.
Roosevelt.
Roosevelt.
Which one?
Yeah, Teddy. Teddy
I'll
Roos.
take it.
Teddy Roos.
All right, that's it. We ran out of questions.
Good job.
So our official score, sophomores 15, seniors 470.
I didn't answer. He didn't. I didn't care. I didn't answer. I kept it. I didn't know. I just wanted to do it to be the only sophomore that did. Okay, now let me out. Let me out. I can't get out past it. Right. Why did you feel like trash?
All right, so now I'm going to need the freshmen on the left and the juniors on the right.
What if this is us just rebelling against the system? You know, bro, what are you talking about? We actually did. We're too good for this. That's just good. It's too short. This person, that's just quick. A bow tie. Like, exactly, like a bow tie. Yes, that's great. I love it.
Our sleep schedule is more like that.
If they ask me, no, circadian rhythm. Wait, oh my God, yes.
Y'all ready?
Yes.
You ready? All right, just so y'all know, just so you know,
Quiet in the audience.
senior.
No way.
So the what's going to be the outcome of this is that from this round, whichever team loses this round will be officially in third place, and then whichever team wins this round will then compete in the finals on Wednesday against the seniors to see who is going to be first and second. So that's where we're at. That's where we're at with things, so. All right. No pressure.
No, get away from me. We're gonna sweep this, like,
All right, here we go.
over the place.
According to Feynman, what is the sole test of the validity of any idea?
The Krebs cycle.
That's incorrect.
Execution?
Incorrect. Experimentation.
You're closer.
The Royal Proclamation of 1763 stated that colonists could not settle west of what?
Appalachian Mountains.
That's correct.
First question.
Which Western art movement focused on subjects of human power and overly ornate materials to suggest wealth and status?
You can tell.
Would be the Baroque movement.
Oh, I thought you could tell.
On the bonus questions, y'all can visit with each other.
Yeah, that's why I was like, too locked in.
What is 119 minus 89?
30?
That's correct. John Quincy Adams allegedly gave Henry Clay his position as what in exchange for his support in the congressional vote for president? Secretary of State.
That was the one we could discuss on. When the light is lit up, we can discuss.
I'm sorry.
In the love song of J. Alfred Prufrock, what sea creature does the speaker compare himself to at one point?
Octopus.
That's incorrect. A crab.
That's the same number of legs. Dang.
According to the NBHS fight song, what are we fighting for?
Victory?
That's correct.
Okay, we can talk.
Feynman explained that in nature, the most important electrical charge exists on this.
An atom?
The electron.
You were close. I was close.
This presidential hopeful received more votes than any other candidate in the election of 1824.
Woodrow Wilson.
That's incorrect, but failed to win the presidency. Andrew Jackson. What type of energy has to do with the pushing and pulling of charges?
Electromagnetism.
That's incorrect.
Electric?
That's correct.
You're killing us. I just guessed.
Four, right?
Okay, yeah.
When high school was held at Mill Street, pep rallies would be held the night before any big or important games. Where would these pep rallies be held?
In the plaza?
That's correct.
I answered one.
What is 2019 minus 9,102? Negative 7,083. In art, this is achieved by adding white to a pure color.
Tint?
That's correct.
We can talk.
What is the sum of the first two primes?
9.
I'm looking for the,
5. right?
That's correct.
Yeah, I was about to say, what are you doing with 9?
Sorry, I was thinking 2 and 7.
In Still I Rise, what historical suffering does Angelou reference in the poem?
Sexism.
That's incorrect.
Slavery.
That's correct.
Why do you stop doing that?
Name one of the 3 functions of ground tissue in plants.
Stabilization.
Stabilization.
I'll take that. It's metabolism, storage, and support.
Okay, let's go.
11, right? As a result of this, the South was divided into 5 military districts under the control of Northern generals until they complied with certain requirements.
The Civil War.
That's incorrect. The Reconstruction Act. In photosynthesis, where do the light reactions occur?
In the stem. It's in the leaf.
Incorrect.
Chlorophyll?
That's incorrect. Thylakoid membrane.
What is that?
Wait, what did he say?
Do you know what that is?
Thylakoid membrane.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
What is 17 squared minus 1? $288. These colors are said to advance in artwork.
Tertiary colors?
Incorrect. Warm.
Your teacher was cringing. I could see her.
In Acquainted with the Night, what urban setting does the speaker walk through?
A city.
Can you be more specific?
I don't know, like Manhattan.
Incorrect.
Whoa.
A city street?
That's correct.
Wait, what did it?
I thought you
What'd
meant
you
like
say?
a specific place.
Seven, right? What was the name of the major U.S. military alliance created during the Cold War?
The Great Alliance. Just say the Great Alliances? I don't know.
That's incorrect. NATO.
That's why I wanted to talk to you guys, but you literally just told me to just say that because we just learned about that! Eden!
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
Don't say that! It was a bonus question.
Let's see. 16, right? Mirror balance is an example of this type of balance. Symmetrical.
Yeah.
What compounds are often referred to as PFAS? Fluorochemicals. What is 1/5 times 1/3?
115.
That's correct. What is the smallest prime number that is also an evil number?
3.
5.
That's
incorrect. It's 3.
I don't even know what that's referring to.
Remember, I'm looking
When they
for the
say
answer
five,
from the team captain. All right, time is up for the half. We'll do our halftime.
I don't think.
Here's our score update. The juniors have 5, and the sophomores have 160.
You did that. We just got really good.
I think it's funny.
I mean,
All right.
are we lucky?
All right, y'all ready?
Okay, I don't know.
This term refers to the practice of intentionally sensationalizing news stories in an effort to sell more newspapers. Yellow journalism. Now remember, on the toss-ups, you're not visiting with each other. You can only do that on the bonus. Which art period took inspiration from classic Roman and Greek art?
Romanism?
That's incorrect.
Futurism?
That's incorrect. Classicism. What is 844 divided by 4?
211?
That's correct.
Okay, we can discuss.
You can discuss on this. In The Raven, what single word does the raven repeatedly say?
Nevermore?
That's correct. The aurora will also emit this light that we cannot see.
Ultraviolet?
That's correct.
I thought that was too stupid.
Where would you go to see Van Gogh's Starry Night painting in person?
I don't know, like below.
The Museum of Modern Art in New York.
Oh, it's New
In
York.
New York?
Why is it New York? Give it back.
I didn't know that.
Why did they bring it over here?
I didn't know
No,
that.
but why is it in New York?
That's so
Shouldn't it be in like Italy?
Yeah, give it back, dude.
In I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud, how many flowers does the speaker claim to have seen?
5.
That's incorrect.
11.
That's incorrect. 10,000.
What?
Oh.
Close.
You're really close. Hey, we were farther up.
Yeah, we were closer.
Think positively.
This famous American author was a prominent and outspoken member of the American Anti-Imperialist League. Mark Twain. That's it. That's our last question.
Second? You did?
I should have said I didn't.
We have to win second.
I should have. What else would I said it to you.
All right, final score.
Well, guys.
Juniors 15, sophomores 200.
Oh.
All right, so what that means is the juniors are officially in third place. Sophomores on Wednesday, you're going to go up against the seniors to see who gets first and who gets second. So that's it for today.
I have to do that.
Thank you, everybody.
I'm glad.
Lady, running down to